Greetings and welcome back to House of Abernathy. How iconic was the reveal of Agatha Harkness? I've been singing her intro non-stop. So later in the video, I'll explain to you how Hayward could be an old MCU villain making a return. Time for the intro. Roll it. That Agatha.
Did bite a kid once.
I'm feeling so bad for Wanda. I know something terrible's on its way and it's gonna hit her in the finale, so you better have your tissues ready. She's probably gonna lose the twins and Vision. So we start this episode with Wanda laying in bed. Her bed set has hexagons, and even notice they're on Vision's pillowcase. But notice that hers has something different on it. This is representing how Wanda is blanketing herself inside of this hex. While she's making a bowl of cereal, if you have your subtitles on, you can see what the radio's saying. It says, "I hope your little ghost arrived home safe last night. It's always such a treat to see those little creepy kiddos out and about once a year." What if those kids were leftover souls from Agatha's victims? We know that the hex is for the children, but we don't know why.
It's for the children.
For the children.
The intro is inspired from The Office, Happy Endings, and Modern Family. Fun fact for you, The Office was the first sitcom to be created without a laugh track, meaning that it's not forced humor. Maybe Wanda has given up on making herself laugh. The license plate has 12/28/22 on it, and that's Stan Lee's birthday. We see that Hayward is outside of the hex and he's planning his next move. He's probably going to try and nuke Westview.
Make sure the team has everything they need. We launch today.
Yes, sir.
Alright, so here's a theory for you. What if Hayward is Ultron in disguise?
God throws a stone at it. And believe me, he's winding up.
Sword is working on nanotech. What if he's using it, giving himself a human appearance? This could be why he's so obsessed with getting Vision back. Maybe he's just after revenge. It's revealed to us that Wanda knows that Pietro's an imposter.
Believe anything that man said. He is not your uncle.
Who is he?
Agatha appears wearing purple, just like her magic and the flowers that she has at her house.
I think I got there in the nick of time, because she was one split end away from cutting her own bangs.
She ends up asking Wanda to check out this mole on her back. Witches are known for having some nasty looking moles.
What? I do have a suspicious mole on my back that I just can't see.
Wanda's trying to convince herself that everything's fine. It's also revealed that Hayward was the one that sent Vision that email in episode 5 when he was in the office. Monica meets up with her contact, and at first I was a little disappointed.
Major Goodner, Captain Rambo.
But what if Lieutenant Goodner is the little girl that Monica was playing with back in Captain Marvel, making her a Skrull? Wanda's starting to get really upset because she can't fix what's happening.
I can't fix it.
Then the director asks her a question and throws her off.
Do you think maybe this is what you deserve?
Later it's revealed that it was Agatha that was asking her. That's actually Kathleen Hahn's voice, it's just her pitch was shifted downward.
Has gone wrong, thanks to Agatha, naughty Agatha. It's been Agatha all along.
While you're here, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. And if you enjoy my videos, subscribe to my channel. You can also reach me on Facebook and Twitter at House of Abernathy. I would love to hear how you think this series is going to end. The Nexus commercial is the longest one and probably the last one of the series.
You're left alone. Ask your doctor about Nexus.
a unique antidepressant.
The reality of your choice. Wanda is a Nexus being, meaning that she can affect the future by altering the universal time flow. I think the commercial is Wanda in her current state. She's depressed from everything that's happened to her, but tries to make it better with her magic. The woman in the commercial lays down in a bed, but reality is shifted so she can get out of bed and move forward. I also mentioned to talk to your doctor, so maybe that's a reference to Doctor Strange.
You should not take Nexus unless your doctor has cleared you to move on with your life.
Ends with her walking off towards a red glowing light.
Because the world doesn't revolve around you. Or does it?
The same way Wanda's used her magic to give herself the reality of her choice. And one of the side effects of the medication is more depression.
Side effects include feeling your feelings, confronting your truth, seizing your destiny, and possibly more depression.
Wanda, I feel for you. Another emotional moment is the one shared between Vision and Darcy.
What I do know is I've been watching WandaVision for the past week, and the love you two have is real.
Do you think Vision's gonna make it out of the finale? Billy mentions that Agatha is quiet.
You're quiet, Agnes.
He can't hear her thoughts, probably because she has a ward up. Heads up, that's a magical barrier. She also freezes her hand over Senor Scratchy as if she's protecting him too.
It's okay.
Agatha mentions Ralph, but it's weird that we're in their house and we don't see him anywhere.
Ralph says I sugarcoat things, but you try telling a 10-year-old that his mother is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Do you think Agatha's drugging Wanda? See that she has a vase of purple flowers, and those are the same one that grows out front of her house. She brought over a plant to Wanda in episode 1 and it had a purple ribbon on it.
Who's been messing up everything?
Then she offered Wanda liquor in episode 2. She was spraying the twins with lavender in episode 5.
Lavender. It's supposed to have a calming effect.
She could have also made the prescription pills that Wanda's taking, leading up to Agatha making some tea for Wanda.
Oh, they're probably just playing in the basement.
Agatha's just trying to keep her inside of the hex. Monica pushes herself through the barrier of Westview. She's being stretched into different spectrums of her life. We see her as a concerned daughter, an astronaut, a sword agent, and also Geraldine. She pulls herself together and we have the birth of Photon. Nailing the superhero landing. Her powers are going to be similar to Captain Marvel. So Monica tries to reach Wanda, but she gets interrupted by Agatha.
I think you overstayed your welcome. Poor Wanda's been through enough.
Notice that everyone around them is frozen and watching what's going on.
The only lies I've told are the ones you put in my mouth.
Careful what you say to me.
Could Agatha have a spell on everyone around Wanda's house, making them watch her? Also, Dottie is seen in front of some yellow flowers. Could she also be a witch or a magic user? Wanda has red roses at her house, Agatha has the purple flowers, and now Dottie's seen with these yellow ones. Remember, Dottie was not identified by sword. Her identity is still a mystery. While Wanda's in Agatha's house, we see hexagon shapes on the glasses. We see a glimpse of the show Yo Gabba Gabba. So bear with me with this one because I know nothing about Yo Gabba Gabba. But the yellow robot's missing. I think that could represent Vision and how Agatha thinks that he's completely out of the picture. And it focuses on the red and blue character. Red is for Wanda, and then blue would be for Monica. In Agatha's mind, those two are the only ones standing in her way. The green and pink character could represent Billy and Tommy. They were around, but now they're off screen somewhere. Then we get a close-up of a cicada on Agatha's curtain. Cicadas represent renewal, rebirth, and transformation. Maybe Agatha is born again after a certain amount of years, just like how Pennywise shows up every 27 years. As Wanda makes her way into the creepy basement, notice that the aspect ratio changes. Telling us that Wanda's left the Hex and she's now in the real world. I'm curious, anything that happens down in her basement, is that going to have lasting effects? Is this where Wanda's going to open up the multiverse? Besides being full of demonic imagery, there's a cupboard that has a red glowing light. Is this where Agatha's collecting Wanda's magic? We see this ancient looking spell book. This could be the MCU's version of the Darkhold, an ancient book of the dead. Could also be the missing book from Kamar-Taj where Doctor Strange learned his magic.
They're Agent One's private collection. So they're forbidden.
After Agatha introduces herself, her intro begins.
The name's Agatha Harkness. Lovely to finally meet you, dear.
As she's floating down, we see a glimpse of her costume, and I can't wait to see the full thing. It's interesting that it was Agatha all along, but it's never mentioned that she created the Hex, just as she's able to take advantage of what's going on inside of it. Just like Herb watching Wanda and having Pietro show up.
That you haven't even noticed, and the pity is.
I wonder if Evan Peters or Ralph is Senor Scratchy, just in a different form. I hope you kept watching the episode because we get a post-credit scene. Now if you pay attention, Monica's eyes are purple, but it doesn't look like that she's under Agatha's spell.
Snooper's gonna snoop.
Maybe her eyes just turned purple to indicate that Agatha's magic's there. The next episode should be the flashback one, showing us how Wanda got her powers from the Infinity Stone and the history of Agatha. I still don't think that she's the main villain of WandaVision. Someone else is behind the scenes. We still don't know who created the Hex, why they want Wanda's twins, and why do we have so many devil references? Also, where are the twins? Do you think Mephisto's going to show up? No, really, it's fine if you think I'm a psycho at this point. Thanks for watching. I'll see y'all in the next video.